On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Tunnel.
An underground or underwater passage, typically for trains or cars.
Examples:
Tunnel construction work. Tunnel disease. The workers had to dig through solid rock to create the vehicular tunnel, allowing the cars to pass through the mountain.
Excerpt.
To take a short piece of speech, book, film, etc. from a longer whole. Noun, a short extract from a speech, book, film, etc.
Examples:
Excerpt a passage from a book. Excerpt comments from the news release. Here are excerpts from several recent books on quantum computing.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Electron.
A tiny particle with a negative electrical charge.
Examples:
Flow of electrons. Beam of electrons. The outermost electron shell determines the chemical properties of an atom.
Device.
A piece of equipment, tool, or technology that serves a particular purpose or function, often mechanical or electronic.
Examples:
Electronic device. Tracking device. I always carry a backup device in case my phone runs out of battery.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Cellular.
Of or connected with the cells of animals or plants, of or connected with a mobile telephone system that uses several short-range radio stations instead of wires.
Examples:
Cellular and molecular biology. A cellular phone handset. This factory employs a cellular manufacturing system.
Announcement.
A public statement or declaration, often made in writing or through the media, that conveys important information or news.
Examples:
Public announcement. Announcement date. The company made an announcement about its new product at a press conference.
External.
Belonging to or situated outside of someone or something.
Examples:
External factors. External commerce. When a company discloses information to the market, an external auditor verifies them.
Mortify.
To cause extreme embarrassment, shame, or humiliation, To subdue or discipline one's bodily passions or desires.
Examples:
Mortify his ego. Mortify the body. My parents used to mortify me by telling embarrassing stories about me in front of my friends.
Inopportune.
Coming at an inconvenient or inappropriate time, not well timed or poorly chosen, awkward or unwelcome.
Examples:
Inopportune arrival. Inopportune interruption. The rainstorm came at an inopportune time, ruining their outdoor wedding plans.
Trivia.
Details or information that are unimportant.
Examples:
Trivia question. A useful piece of trivia. She has a wide variety of knowledge of pop trivia.
Module.
A self-contained unit or component of a larger system or structure. A standardized unit of computer hardware or software designed to perform a specific function.
Examples:
Module software. Audio module. I must install a new programming module for my computer program to function properly.
Ethnic.
Relating or belonging to a group of people who share a cultural tradition.
Examples:
Ethnic minority. Single ethnic group. Each ethnic group has its unique rituals.
Gender.
The range of characteristics of femininity and masculinity and differentiating between them, especially when considering social and cultural differences rather than differences in biology.
Examples:
Gender-blind policies. Dual gender. Cultural norms strongly influence gender expectations.
Continuum.
A series of similar items in which no part or portion is distinct or distinguishable from adjacent parts.
Examples:
A space-time continuum. The continuum of events. Our life is a continuum of experience in which events pass from the future through the present to the past.
Binary.
A system of numbers that uses only two digits, 0 and 1.
Examples:
A binary number. Trading in binary options. A binary star is a system in which two stars revolve around each other.
Ingest.
To take food or drink into the body, often through the mouth, to absorb or assimilate something, often used to describe the intake of information or knowledge.
Examples:
Ingest food. Ingest medication. People who compulsively ingest non-food items, such as dirt or chalk, suffer from a condition called pica.
Retain.
To keep or continue to possess or maintain something.
Examples:
Retain information. Retain a lawyer. Computers help people retain specific memories.
Forebear.
An ancestor or a precursor.
Examples:
A forebear of one of the tribes. Forebear predecessor. His forebear was one of the first settlers in the area.
Ocular.
Relating to the eyes or vision, visual, pertaining to or connected with the sense of sight.
Examples:
Ocular examination. Ocular symptoms. After using the new ocular lens, the photographer took extremely sharp and detailed pictures.
Emotional.
Relating to people's feelings.
Examples:
Emotional health. Emotional distress. Human emotional responses vary widely depending on the society to which they belong.
Shunt.
To redirect or transfer something, often a flow of liquid or gas, to an alternative path or conduit, to move someone or something aside or out of the way. Noun, a device used to divert or redirect the flow of something, usually electrical current or fluid.
Examples:
Shunt surgery. Shunt the output wavelength. The railway workers had to shunt the train to a different track to clear the tracks.
Engage.
To attract and keep someone's attention and interest, to participate in or obtain services of something.
Examples:
Engage in environmental protection activities. Engage a new employee. Many multinational companies are engaged in the reconstruction of that country.
Toggle.
A switch, button, or lever that can be used to turn a device or feature on or off or to switch between different options or modes. Verb, to switch between two different states, options, or modes, often repeatedly.
Examples:
Toggle condition. Toggle between two options. You need to use the toggle button to switch between the night and day modes on the app.
Essential.
Indispensable, fundamental.
Examples:
Essential amino acid. Essential commodities of life. Trial and error is an essential part of education.
Syllabus.
An outline or summary of the topics, themes, and assignments to be covered in a particular course or educational program, a list or summary of key themes or components of a particular document, work, or project.
Examples:
Course syllabus. Syllabus content. The professor handed out the syllabus on the first day of class.
Unwilling.
Not ready or wanting to do something.
Examples:
Unwilling look. In an unwilling voice. They were unwilling to take any risks.
Discuss.
To talk about or examine in detail, through conversation or debate, to exchange ideas, opinions, or information on a particular topic.
Examples:
Discuss options. Discuss solutions. We need to discuss the next steps for the project during our meeting tomorrow.
Relax.
To become or cause someone to become less active or tense and calmer.
Examples:
Relax a series of muscles. Relax at home. The rules were relaxed after the new executive arrived.
Compost.
A mixture of organic matter, such as food scraps, yard waste, and manure, that is allowed to decompose and is used as fertilizer for plants and garden soil.
Examples:
Organic compost. Compost pile. You can add coffee grounds and crushed eggshells to your compost to improve the pH balance.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Homemaking.
The act or practice of managing a household and taking care of domestic duties such as cooking, cleaning, and organizing, the work or occupation of being a homemaker.
Examples:
Traditional homemaking skills. Homemaking tools. Homemaking duties can include anything from cooking and cleaning to managing household finances.
Identity.
The fact of being who or what somebody or something is, the features, emotions, or ideas that distinguish persons from one another.
Examples:
Mistaken identity. Identity as an individual. The terrorist's identity remains unknown.
Topic.
A subject that is being discussed or written about.
Examples:
A serious topic. The topic of the book. The topic of the discussion was the current state of the economy.
Taboo.
Prohibited or restricted by social custom.
Examples:
A taboo word. Academic taboo. In this society, discussing politics in public is a taboo subject.
Sweetheart.
An affectionate term for a person, often a romantic partner, who is loved or cherished.
Examples:
Sweetheart deal. Sweetheart romance. I can always rely on my sweetheart to lift my mood when feeling down.
Studio.
A room or building where creative or artistic work is produced, a television or radio production company.
Examples:
A photo studio. Music studio. She works at a recording studio in Los Angeles.
Fancy.
To want to do or have something. Noun, something that many people believe but that is false, or that does not exist, imagination or fantasy.
Examples:
Fancy a cup of coffee. A flight of fancy. I don't fancy acting in such an important role.
Afford.
To have enough money or time to be able to buy or do something.
Examples:
Afford to buy a new car. Afford a high travel cost. He cannot afford a holiday.
Chilly.
Unpleasantly cool or cold, giving a feeling of coldness, lacking warmth or friendliness in manner.
Examples:
Chilly atmosphere. Chilly response. I must bundle up in a warm coat and scarf to bear the chilly winter weather.
Resonant.
Tending to reinforce or prolong sound by sympathetic vibration, having a quality that elicits a similar response or feeling.
Examples:
Resonant with the sound. Resonant cavity. The resonant frequency of the guitar string was measured with a tuner.
Prostitute.
A person, typically a woman, who engages in sexual activity in exchange for payment.
Examples:
Prostitute street. A male prostitute. She turned to prostitute to make ends meet.
Solicit.
To ask for something, especially in an urgent or pleading manner, to seek something through entreaty.
Examples:
Solicit advice. Solicit patronage. The company solicited donations from its employees for the charity event.
Romantic.
Of or relating to love or a sexual relationship.
Examples:
Romantic movies. Romantic breakup. It was his first romantic love.
Tease.
To make fun of someone or make jokes about them, either in a playful way or to upset them. To separate the fibers of something. To ruffle a person's or animal's hair by combing.
Examples:
Tease the children. Tease wool. This ad is intended to tease a competing product.
Pornography.
Materials such as films, photographs, or written descriptions that depict or describe sexual activity graphically or explicitly, often intended to be sexually arousing.
Examples:
Pornography addiction. Violent pornography. The rise of digital technology has made the sharing of pornography easier than ever before.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Inspiration.
Something that motivates or encourages someone to create or achieve something, or a feeling of excitement or creativity.
Examples:
Source of inspiration. Get inspiration from nature. He found inspiration in the works of his favorite authors.
Grandchild.
A child of someone's son or daughter.
Examples:
Grandchild-grandparent relationship. Grandchild development. The grandparents take care of their grandchild while the parents are at work.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Belong.
To be the property of someone or something, to be a member or part of a group, to be in the proper or appropriate place.
Examples:
Belong to different species. Belong to a group. All the books in this section belong to the library's rare collection and must be handled carefully.
Capture.
To catch a person or an animal and confine them in an area which they cannot escape.
Examples:
Capture a glimpse. Capture customers' hearts. I was able to capture the moment on film.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Needless.
Describing something unnecessary, pointless, or superfluous and could be avoided without any harm or adverse consequences.
Examples:
Needless argument. Needless waste. This needless paperwork is wasting our time and resources.
Creditor.
A person, company, etc., to whom a debtor owes money.
Examples:
The creditor's claims. Bankrupt creditor. I asked the lawyer to initiate creditor negotiations for voluntary liquidation.
Entertainment.
Public shows, films, television, or other performances or activities of enjoying people.
Examples:
An elegant entertainment. Hour of entertainment. The hotel is famous for its entertainment, including the casino.
Feminist.
Describing a belief in and advocacy for achieving gender equality in social, political, and economic spheres, Advocating for the rights and empowerment of women. Noun, a person who believes in and advocates for gender equality between men and women.
Examples:
Feminist movement. Feminist perspective. The feminist ideals of inclusivity and diversity are important in creating a more just and equal world.
Bay.
A part of the coast that is partially enclosed by land, a compartment or section of a ship or building.
Examples:
Bay Area. The mouth of a bay. She walked along the bay and collected shells.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Resonance.
A deep, full, or reverberating sound or tone, a quality or feeling of a particular emotional or mental vibration or significance, a mutual or sympathetic connection or correspondence between two things.
Examples:
Resonance frequency. Harmonic resonance. The singer's voice filled the auditorium with beautiful resonance.
Electrode.
Either of 2 points or ends of a conductor at which electricity enters or leaves an object, substance, or region.
Examples:
Platinum electrodes. Electrode corrosion. It is important to place the electrodes in the correct position for accurate electrocardiogram recording.
Neuropeptide.
A type of molecule that is made up of chains of amino acids and is involved in transmitting messages between neurons in the brain and nervous system.
Examples:
Neuropeptide receptor. Neuropeptide release. Experiments with neuropeptide inhibitors have shown promising results in alleviating chronic pain.
Hippocampus.
A major component of the brain of humans and other vertebrates that is part of the limbic system and is vital for memory.
Examples:
Involvement of the hippocampus. Neurons in the hippocampus. The hippocampus is crucial for learning and memory storage.
Reconstitute.
To restore to a former or original state, to make something new again.
Examples:
Reconstitute an image. Reconstitute old memories. The dry soup mix was reconstituted by adding hot water.
Freshman.
A first-year student, typically in college or high school.
Examples:
Freshman orientation. Freshman year. The freshman class was excited to start their first year of college.
Headache.
Pain in the head, someone or something that causes anxiety or trouble.
Examples:
Headache accompanied by fever. Bit of a headache. This pill will relieve your headaches immediately.
Residual.
Relating to or constituting a remainder or leftover portion, remaining after other elements or factors have been removed or taken into account.
Examples:
Residual waste. Residual income. The scientist found residual traces of the chemical in the water sample.
Pole.
One of two antipodal points where the Earth's axis of rotation intersects the Earth's surface, a long, slender, rounded rod, typically of wood or metal, used as a support or to hang something.
Examples:
A fishing pole. The plus pole. The North Pole is the northernmost point on Earth.
Vegan.
A person who does not eat or use any animal products, typically for ethical or environmental reasons.
Examples:
Raw food vegan. Vegan lifestyle. The vegan diet is based on plant-based foods.
Concentration.
The ability to focus all your time and energy on one thing without thinking about anything else.
Examples:
Concentration of armaments. His research area of concentration. This exam requires excellent concentration to pass.
Meme.
A cultural idea, value, or pattern of behavior that is passed from one generation to another by imitation rather than genetic means, as an internet meme, an image, a video, a piece of text, etc., that is remixed, copied, and circulated in a shared cultural experience online.
Examples:
Pronounce meme. Religious meme. This cute dog's photo spread around the world as an internet meme.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Negative.
Having the quality of something bad or harmful, expressing refusal.
Examples:
Have a negative effect. A negative number. The movie has received almost universally negative criticism.
Healthcare.
The organized activity or business of preserving mental and physical health by preventing or treating illness through services offered by the health profession.
Examples:
Healthcare agency. Rising healthcare cost. In an aging population, citizens must pay more to maintain quality healthcare.
Provider.
A person or an organization that supplies somebody with something needed or wanted.
Examples:
An information provider. The provider of the family. People select internet providers not only in terms of price, but also in terms of transmission speed.
Insure.
To provide coverage in the event of loss or damage.
Examples:
Insure my house against fire. Ensure domestic tranquility. I will insure my car before I go on a road trip.
Requirement.
Something that is needed or wanted.
Examples:
Meet requirement. School requirement. What is the entry requirement for this course?
Advocate.
A person who supports or suggests an idea, development, or way of doing something.
Examples:
An advocate of disarmament. Public education advocates. Advocates of abolishing the death penalty often argue that the alternative heaviest sentence should be life in prison.
Voluntary.
Done of one's own free will, without being forced or coerced.
Examples:
Voluntary action. Voluntary participation. The program is voluntary, so participants can choose whether or not to take part.
Noteworthy.
Deserving of attention, interest, or acclaim, significant or remarkable.
Examples:
Noteworthy achievement. Noteworthy event. The artist's latest work received noteworthy critical acclaim.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Escort.
A person or group of people accompanying someone for protection, guidance, or courtesy, a companion or attendant, a service or a person providing a service for accompanying someone or something to or from a destination.
Examples:
Escort for VIPs. Personal escort. An escort of bodyguards surrounded the celebrity to keep fans safe.
Rally.
A public meeting of a group of people intended to arouse enthusiasm.
Examples:
Rally in front of the embassy. The preliminary rally. There was a massive police presence at the anti-government rally.
Parade.
A public procession, especially one celebrating a special day or event.
Examples:
A military parade. Parade route. The annual 4th of July parade is popular in the town square.
March.
To walk militarily with stiff, regular steps.
Examples:
March against the war. March east. The troops marched shoulder to shoulder. A public enjoyment and celebration, usually held in the street, featuring music, dancing, and various forms of entertainment.
Examples:
Carnival parade. Carnival atmosphere. The traveling carnival is coming to our town next week.
Spirit.
The part of a person which is the seat of their mind, feelings, and character rather than their physical body, the general atmosphere of a place or situation, and the effect that it has on people.
Examples:
Spirit and the letter of the law. An indomitable spirit. Despite their tragic loss, the family is showing great spirit.
Nanny.
A caregiver, usually a woman, who provides child care services in the home of the children's parents or guardians, either on a part-time or full-time basis.
Examples:
Part-time nanny. Professional nanny. She works as a nanny for a family with 2 young children.
Attendant.
A person who is employed to provide a service or perform tasks, often in a public place, such as a flight attendant, parking attendant, or hospital attendant.
Examples:
Flight attendant. Personal attendant. The attendant at the parking lot directed me to an available parking spot.
Domestic.
Relating to or inside a particular country, not foreign or international.
Examples:
Domestic airline. A domestic animal. GDP stands for gross domestic product.
Flip.
To turn over into a different position quickly, to throw or toss with a light motion.
Examples:
Flip over the pork chop. Flip a coin. He flipped when he heard that he had been accepted into the university.
Humor.
The quality of being amusing or funny, the liquid parts of the body.
Examples:
Sardonic humor. Vitreous humor. My wife seems to be in ill humor.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Virgin.
A person who has never had sex, adjective, being used or worked for the first time.
Examples:
Virgin material. Enter virgin territory. Within a few years, no virgin forests will remain.
Fee.
A sum of money charged for a particular service.
Examples:
Fee calculation. Service fee. The lawyer's fee for the case was $10,000.
Splash.
To cause liquid to scatter in irregular drops, especially with force.
Examples:
splash water, splash everywhere. The mountain was splashed with snow.
Whiskey.
A type of distilled alcoholic beverage made from fermented grains, typically barley, corn, rye, or wheat, aged in barrels and often consumed straight or with mixers.
Examples:
bootleg whiskey, whiskey barrel. I enjoy a glass of whiskey on the rocks after a long day.
Grand.
Important and large in size, scope, or extent.
Examples:
a grand meal. Grand this year.
Peter.
To fail or lose power, efficiency, or value gradually before coming to an end.
Examples:
eventually peter out. Begin to peter out. The music just petered out.
Convent.
A community of nuns, usually living together in a religious order under vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience.
Examples:
convent school, nunnery convent. The old convent was converted into a hotel and retained some original features.
Embodiment.
Someone or something that precisely expresses a characteristic or an idea.
Examples:
embodiment of evil, illustrative embodiment. The devil is the embodiment of wicked ideas.
Dichotomy.
A division or contrast between two things that are or are represented as being opposed or entirely different. A sharp contrast between two opposing and mutually exclusive categories or concepts.
Examples:
moral dichotomy, psychological dichotomy. The dichotomy between good and evil is common in literature and philosophy.
Doe.
A mature female of mammals of which the male is called a buck, such as a deer or a rabbit.
Examples:
doe rabbit, buck and doe. Hunters use a whistle that makes the doe sound to lure stags.
Useless.
Not serving any useful purpose, having no practical result.
Examples:
useless information, useless in the kitchen. The old, rusty tools were now useless and had to be thrown away.
Rot.
To decay, or cause something to decay, naturally and gradually.
Examples:
begin to rot, rot with age. Please refrigerate the meat, or it will rot.
Idiot.
A foolish or stupid person who lacks common sense or judgment, a derogatory term used to describe someone who is mentally deficient.
Examples:
idiot driver. What an idiot. He acted like an idiot and spilled his drink all over the floor.
Moral.
Concerned with the principles of what is right and wrong, fairness, honesty, etc.
Examples:
Moral hazard. Moral burden. Ethics deals with moral conduct.
Mess.
A state of confusion, dirtiness, or untidiness. Verb, to fail to do something or to make something dirty or untidy.
Examples:
Have a whole mess. Get into a mess. He made a frightful mess in his room.
Straight away.
Immediately or without any delay or hesitation, without any deviation or detour.
Examples:
Turn straight away. Go straight away. I accelerated straight away to catch up to the car ahead of me on the highway.
Tuck.
To push a stray piece of clothing or material into a certain area or position, especially to make it more orderly or comfortable.
Examples:
Tuck a baby in the blanket. Tuck into another cigarette. You should tuck your shirt into your trousers.
Brick.
A rectangular block of baked clay used as a building material.
Examples:
Brick wall. Dressed brick. The wall was made of hard bricks that had been used for centuries.
Charity.
An organization that helps people in need, especially by providing food, shelter, or money, a kindly and sympathetic attitude toward people.
Examples:
Charity work. Ask charity. She volunteers at a local charity every weekend to help those in need.
Pregnant.
Having a baby or young animal developing in the uterus.
Examples:
Needs of pregnant women. A silence pregnant with suspense. She vacated the position when she got pregnant.
Adoption.
The action or fact of legally taking another's child as one's own, the act of accepting with approval.
Examples:
Adoption assistance. The adoption of a plan. The adoption process can be long and difficult, but it is worth it for the love of a child.
Decent.
Satisfactory, acceptable, or good in a general sense.
Examples:
Yearn for the decent living. A decent education. He earned a decent salary at his job.
Bastardize.
To alter, modify, or degrade something in a way that undermines or violates its original integrity or quality, to create a less authentic or less desirable version of something.
Examples:
Bastardize a recipe. Bastardize culture. We do not want to bastardize the text's original meaning through poor translations.
Wee.
Very small or tiny, referring to a short amount of time.
Examples:
Wee child. A wee bit. The toddler was excited to wear his new wee-sized shoes.
Heroin.
A highly addictive and illegal drug derived from morphine, typically administered by injection and often associated with serious health problems, including overdose and addiction.
Examples:
Smoking heroin. Heroin overdose. The withdrawal symptoms from heroin can be intense and painful.
Pound.
The standard unit of money in the UK, the standard unit of weight equal to 16 ounces.
Examples:
3/4 of a pound. Thousands of pounds. The car's front bumper cost £1,500.
Nun.
A woman who has taken religious vows and is a member of a monastic community.
Examples:
Nun habit. Meditating nun. The cloistered nun devoted her life to serving the poor and marginalized.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Mechanize.
To equip with machinery or automatic equipment, to replace human labor with machines or automation in industry or other processes, to make a job or a procedure more systematic or efficient by the use of tools or technology.
Examples:
Mechanize operations. Mechanize agriculture. The factory mechanized its production line to increase efficiency and reduce labor costs.
Industrialize.
To organize the production of something into an industry.
Examples:
Industrialized service. Industrialized textile production. The nations of Southeast Asia will quickly industrialize and catch up with the West.
Empower.
To give someone the power or authority to do something.
Examples:
Empower my life. Empower the secretary to do the same. The company empowered employees to buy low-price items without approval to achieve efficient purchasing.
Keen.
Having or showing quick and eager intelligence or interest.
Examples:
Keen interest. Keen observation. He was keen to learn more about the subject and attended every lecture.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale. Economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Prescribe.
To prohibit, forbid, or outlaw by formal or authoritative action, to condemn or denounce as dangerous, harmful, or unacceptable, to ban or forbid the use, possession, or practice of something.
Examples:
Proscribe a practice. Proscribe any discriminatory behavior. The school board proscribed the use of cell phones during class hours.
At risk.
In danger of being harmed or damaged, or of death or loss.
Examples:
At-risk youth. At-risk mental state. The school provides extra support for at-risk students to help them succeed.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event. The act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
Introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Exposed.
Having no protection or shield from something, such as bad weather, attack, or criticism.
Examples:
Exposed to radiation. An exposed rock. Tech companies often employ exposed ducts and other materials in their office interiors.
Doll.
A child's toy that typically represents a human figure, especially a young girl, an attractive woman, a woman who is subservient or passive.
Examples:
Plastic doll. Rag doll. The antique doll was worth thousands of dollars.
Barbecue.
A cooking method or apparatus that uses open flames or heated coals to grill or smoke meat, fish, or vegetables. A social gathering or meal characterized by outdoor grilling or barbecuing of food.
Examples:
Barbecue sauce. Barbecue grill. The barbecue at the park was a hit with all the families who attended.
Initially.
At the beginning, at first.
Examples:
Initially anticipated. Diagnosed initially as a tumor. This train departed later than initially scheduled.
Educational.
Relating to education or providing knowledge or instruction.
Examples:
Educational system. Elevate educational standards. The museum offers a variety of educational programs for children and adults.
Anorexia.
A serious eating disorder characterized by an intense fear of gaining weight or becoming overweight, along with a persistent refusal to eat an adequate amount of food, resulting in significant weight loss, malnutrition, and a wide range of physical and psychological consequences.
Examples:
Anorexia symptoms. Anorexia treatment. Many people suffer from anorexia nervosa and require professional treatment to recover.
Wholesome.
Good for or likely to improve your health, conducive to or characterized by physical or moral well-being.
Examples:
Wholesome ingredients. Live a wholesome lifestyle. His honesty wielded a wholesome influence on those around him.
Symbol.
Something visible that is used to represent something else.
Examples:
Symbol color. Symbol for happiness. The dragon is considered a symbol of bravery.
Feminine.
Relating to women, having the features or appearance often associated with women.
Examples:
Add a feminine touch. The sacred feminine. For a classically feminine style, the dress mixes sophisticated lines with an appealing floral design.
Diet.
The food and drink that a person, animal, or community eats and drinks regularly, a legislative assembly in certain countries, for example, Japan.
Examples:
Eat a vegetarian diet. Diet approval. A balanced diet is more important for health than supplements.
Restrict.
To limit someone's actions or movements, or to limit something to lessen its size or prevent it from increasing.
Examples:
Restrict an internet access. Restrict the use of this parking lot. We restrict the number of students per course to 20.
Intake.
The act or process of taking food, air, etc., into your body through the mouth, the amount of food, air, or another substance that you take into your body.
Examples:
A small intake of breath. An intake pipe. He has been advised to reduce his daily fat intake.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Attractive.
Immensely appealing in look or sound, having characteristics or qualities that make something appealing and valuable.
Examples:
Attractive men. Attractive opportunity. The growth of the sharing economy is attractive for tech companies.
Lucrative.
Producing a great deal of profit, financially rewarding.
Examples:
Lucrative deal. Lucrative market. Investing in real estate can be a lucrative business if done correctly.
Convincing.
Able to make someone believe that something is true.
Examples:
A convincing victory. Convincing biochemical explanation. I found her assertion pretty convincing.
Perceive.
To become aware or conscious of something through the senses.
Examples:
Perceive a threat. Perceive light. Australia is widely perceived as having low levels of corruption.
Sham.
Something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people, a person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples:
A sham battle. Turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Trafficking.
The illegal trade in goods, services, or people, often across national borders.
Examples:
Trafficking operation. Narcotic trafficking. Human trafficking is a serious issue that needs to be addressed by governments and organizations worldwide.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Recreational.
Relating to or for leisure or pleasure, done for enjoyment rather than work or duty.
Examples:
A recreational center. Recreational drugs. I enjoy recreational activities such as hiking and swimming.
Bachelor.
An unmarried man, a person who holds an undergraduate degree from a college or university.
Examples:
Bachelor degree. Bachelor party. He decided to enjoy his freedom as a bachelor before settling down.
Sober.
Not drunk or affected by alcohol, dignified in manner or character and committed to keeping promises.
Examples:
Sober discussion. As sober as a judge. He led a sober life.
Strip.
To remove the surface from something. Noun, a sizable narrow piece of something such as paper, metal, cloth, etc., or area of land, sea, etc.
Examples:
strip a tire off, coast strip. The doctor advised him to strip down for a check.
Fiancé.
A person who is engaged to be married.
Examples:
Fiancé visa. Meeting with the fiancé's family. My fiancé and I are looking for a new apartment after our wedding.
Hilarious.
Extremely funny.
Examples:
Hilarious mistake. A hilarious anecdote. The comedian's stand-up routine was hilarious.
Exotic.
Originating from or characteristic of a foreign country or culture, strikingly unusual, uncommon, or intriguing.
Examples:
Exotic species. Exotic vacation. I love trying exotic foods from different cultures.
Predator.
An animal whose natural behavior is to prey on others.
Examples:
Apex predator. Sexual predators. The native South American animals were in danger because of the predator's arrival.
Automatically.
Without needing a direct human control.
Examples:
Record driving automatically. Automatically adjusted. Our subscription plan is automatically renewed.
Pledge.
To make a formal promise to give or do something.
Examples:
Pledge my fidelity. Pledge military assistance. At this ceremony, we will pledge allegiance to the country's flag.
Fraternity.
A group of people, especially men, who are associated with each other through a common interest or occupation.
Examples:
The medical fraternity. Fraternity party. My college students join a fraternity to make connections and build a sense of community.
Myth.
An ancient story or set of stories accepted as history, especially explaining the worldview of a people.
Examples:
The myth of an old religion. Perpetuate a myth. With the financial bubble bursting, the myth of economic growth in investment banking collapsed.
Blame.
To think or say that someone or something did something wrong or is responsible for something bad.
Examples:
Blame circumstances for the failure. Blame the lack of knowledge. We blamed our impeded progress on lack of money.
Hangover.
The unpleasant physical and mental effects a person experiences after consuming too much alcohol, a lasting effect or after effect of something.
Examples:
Hangover cure. Severe hangover. After drinking too much at the party, He woke up with a terrible hangover.
Instruction.
Detailed direction, order, etc., on how to do or use something.
Examples.
Individual instruction. Follow his instructions. They needed further instruction to perform their duties efficiently.
Gondola.
A long, narrow, flat-bottomed boat or a cabin suspended from an overhead cable, typically used for transportation or recreation purposes, especially in Venice, Italy, a type of lift that transports skiers up the mountain.
Examples.
Gondola lift. Venetian gondola. Tourists enjoyed a scenic ride in the gondola, taking in the breathtaking views of the snowy mountains.
Theft.
The act of taking anything from someone or somewhere unlawfully, stealing.
Examples.
Victim of identity theft. Theft of designs. Poverty is not a reproach, however, theft is.
Dud.
Any product, project, or person that doesn't perform or live up to expectations, a rejected or useless item, especially an explosive device that fails to detonate.
Examples.
Dud grenade. Dud investment. The new product turned out to be a dud and could have sold better in the market.
Reform.
The act of improving or correcting something wrong or bad, verb, to make a change in something to correct a flaw or improve it.
Examples.
Economic reform. Reform movement. The government is proposing a reform to the healthcare system to make it more accessible and affordable for all citizens.
Remorse.
A feeling of deep regret and sorry, usually for something you have done.
Examples.
Remorse of conscience. Sincere remorse. I always remember that event with bitter remorse.
Pimp.
A person, typically a man, who lives off the earnings of a prostitute or sex worker.
Examples.
Pimp lifestyle. Pimp culture. The lazy pimp controlled and exploited the women working for him.
Motivation.
The reason or enthusiasm for acting or behaving in a particular way.
Examples.
Understand his motivation. Motivation for a change. A significant amount of motivation is required to be a teacher.
Therapy.
The act of caring for someone through medication, remedial training, etc.
Examples.
Therapy for a patient. Field of gene therapy. I underwent aversion therapy for my addiction to alcohol.